Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about how to conduct, interpret, and report the results of dependent samples t-tests. And for today, we are going to use SPSS in our demonstration. First and foremost, what is dependent samples t-test? Dependent samples t-test is used when we are comparing two sets of data or two sets of observation coming from the same group of respondents. For example, pre-test and post-test, or their scores before and after a certain course, for example, or before and after a certain intervention. For instance, we have here this sample problem from the book of Levin and Fox. So let me read it for you. The Center for the Study of Violence wants to determine whether a conflict resolution program in a particular high school alters the aggressive behavior among its students. For 10 students, so there were 10 participants, aggression was measured both before and after they participated in the conflict resolution course. Their scores were the following, with higher scores indicating greater aggression or greater aggressiveness. So first, it's important for you to know that in a dependent samples t-test, there are two observations. In this case, the before and after aggression levels or scores in aggression. So as you can see, for example, for participant A, his aggression before the program was 10, but after the program, his aggression reduced to 8. For participant B, his aggression before and after the course was just the same with a score of 3 in both time 1 and time 2, or both before and after. For participant C, his aggression before was 4, which reduced to 1 after the program. So in general, we can see here that maybe after attending this conflict resolution program, the participants tend to have lower aggression levels. But anyway, to validate that claim, we have to test dependent samples. We have to test this using dependent samples t-test. All right, before I demonstrate how we do the analysis in SPSS, first let us state the hypothesis. So I typed the hypothesis here in the table that I asked my students to complete. So for the null hypothesis, there's no significant difference in aggression before and after the conflict resolution course, while for the alternative hypothesis, there is a significant difference in aggression before and after the conflict resolution course. So now with that being said, we can now analyze the data in SPSS. It's important that we follow the same format when encoding the scores for before and after in any statistical software. In this case, in SPSS, as you can see, the before column is in the left side of the data set, while the after column is right next the before column. So maybe you've noticed that compared to independent samples t-test, there are some slight differences in how we encode the data. In independent samples t-test, what we do is that there is a grouping variable, and then all the observations are in a single column. But in dependent samples t-test, there's no need for a grouping variable. And another thing is that the observations are supposed to be encoded in two different columns. In this case, there is a column for their scores before the conflict resolution course and another column for after the conflict resolution scores and conflict resolution course. Anyway, so in the variable view, I changed the name of the variables to before and after. And then going back to the data view, now that we are ready to run the dependent samples t-test, what we should click on analyze, and then let's click on compare means, and then to run dependent samples t-test, since dependent samples is not in SPSS, we can click on paired samples t-test. And now let's drag the variables into the right cells or boxes. For the variable 1, we have to put the before data, while for the variable 2, right next after the cell that contains before, that's where we should put after. And now we can click on OK. So as we can see, here is the output of the analysis. The t-value is 4.019 or 4.02, while the significance or the p-value is 0.003, definitely less than 0.05. This counts as less than 0.01. So it means that there is a significant difference in the aggression scores before and after the conflict resolution course or program. Specifically, to know more about the the output, we can look at the descriptive statistics table, which is the first table in the output of the SPSS. We can see here that the aggression scores before the program was higher than after the program. For before, the score or the mean score is 6.2. For the after, the mean score is 4.5. Okay, so now we are ready to report the results in a PA format. Okay, going back to this, let's complete the table. So the t value is 4.02. The p-value is 0.003. Let me just double check that very quickly. Yes, it's 0.003. Is this less than 0.05? Definitely yes. And if the p-value is less than 0.05, our decision is to reject the null hypothesis. Then I asked my student to write a report for the results, and this is their report. So let's see their report if this is all good. So a study was conducted to determine whether a conflict resolution program in a particular high school alters the aggressive behavior among its students. Dependent samples t-test was used in the analysis. So this is a good way to start things. It was revealed that after the conflict resolution program, the aggressive behavior of the students was significantly lower compared to their behavior before the conflict resolution program. And maybe I've noticed that right after mentioning what the condition or the time that they're talking about. For example, after they mentioned after the conflict resolution program, they right then and there they stated the mean and the standard deviation for time 2. And right after they mentioned before conflict resolution program, they stated the mean and the standard deviation of aggression before the conflict resolution program. So that's where you're supposed to put the means and the standard deviations. And then to end the statement or the sentence, we can declare or we can state the t statistic followed by the p-value. So now I asked them to express this in plain language. So they said that this implies that the aggressive behavior of the students were altered or were lower. We can say were reduced or lowered after attending or taking part in the conflict resolution program. But anyways, that is it for how to run, interpret, and report the results of dependent samples t-test. I hope that this has been a good learning session for all of you, and I hope to see you again next time for more videos about research and statistics. That's it for today. Thank you.